Hello, welcome back to the stream. Who is already here? So this is kind of weird because I just started the stream and there's like a whole demonstration outside our office just passing by. Can't show you that, but a lot of people. Alright, I hope the audio is okay. If not, please tell me. Alright. Yeah, I just wanted to get some development work done today. Hey, Zephasol, can't hear volume so low. What my... is it? You can't hear the music or me? So, from what it tells me here, me, okay. Let's try this. I should be better now. It seems I'm already at max. Wait, I didn't hear what you said, okay. What about now? This is strange because it's all the same settings as yesterday, so it should be fine. Just let me know. You are, yeah. It's good now, okay. Well, cheers. Get some fresh coffee. How are you today? Are you working on this wonderful Saturday? I'll just say wonderful. I have no idea what the weather is outside. Okay. It's a big flat cleaning action for you today. Oh no! So hopefully this stream can be a little bit of a distraction for you. It will help you procrastinate. I should have done this myself today, but then I thought, no, I can actually go to the office and do some work, so that I don't have to clean my apartment. Pro strats for procrastinators. Okay. So yeah, yesterday we worked on lightning storm and power outage stuff. So basically this, what you see here. Ow. And today I'm actually not sure what I'll be going to change or add to the game. I'll just keep a look at my list of things to do. I'll probably start out with a little bit of refactoring, and like right before the stream I fixed something with the minimap. It had a problem with Unity 2019 where the background was not rendering properly, so already fixed that. This was like a quick fix for 2 minutes. And then I figured out why not go through the minimap stuff and maybe refactor a little bit. Just like the lazy work you do on a Saturday. Okay. Oh, nice typo. Okay. So who came here for the music? And is the music loud enough? We also had a nice battle yesterday for the stream boss. I mean, kind of. Maybe battle is too big of a word, but Prepay healed the boss to 10,000 HP. I have no idea who's gonna beat Prepay. I mean, ever. Okay. Okay. Content container. We need a property for that. And that is a rect transform. Okay. Minimap ship. Just doing a little bit of refactoring today, and then maybe turn to the next thing or feature we want to change. so that we have a nice build before Christmas. Is this like the typical thing you do for before Christmas, like cleaning up, like Sapphire Soul just said in the chat? I think it's totally valid to do this in your code base as well. Okay. So weird. Like I said yesterday, every time Unity 2019 compiles, it will mess with OBS. So every time I get a warning that the encoder is overloading. Yeah, well. Okay. Alright, should switch back to my prototype level. I think. Let me check the minimap here. Okay, circle chunks. I actually wanted to check whether we have rect-based so that's with rects. There should be chunk rect. Yep. So if I use, okay, Let's rather use this one. Okay, chunk correct. So that's the test tile set. Gonna use this. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's what the algorithm created, but on a minimap we just have circles there. And this is wrong. There should be rects. I have no idea how the system works. UI minimap chunk, I guess. Yeah, what of those? Border. Around modify. Yeah, whatever. So that's UI minimap chunk. Update size.
This next song. For a lot of people, this was the very first taste.
Round modifier. Okay, so is this now?
This is off the very first Stone Sour album. Make some noise if you have that album here tonight. The song was called Bother.
Free modifier radius. I'm really trying to figure out how this is done, because this is not my code. I have no idea. I mean, that's dotted circle. Yeah, nice typo, dotted circle. Okay. So that should be round, okay. Still have no idea. This is like a procedural image. It uses that sprite here. But that sprite... Okay, that's the sprite. I think it's time for my magic paint.net skills and add a rect-based thingy. Do we have one? Or can we just use... Maybe we could just use this one.
Settle down. Here we go.
Minimap. Let's see. Where? Okay. Minimap chunk. That's this one here. So that's actually the one we're looking for. Okay, interestingly, there is a warning here. Okay, that's the icon. Border. Okay, I mean, if we could just I can warp. Maybe we can just add a type here and then set the sprite on that, and that's it. So flag. No, that's the flags. Okay. So I'll just use border sprite. Set chunk. Hey, Mr. Matrix, welcome back to the stream. How's it going? I'm actually working on minimap stuff at the moment. So, because we typically use those icons or sprites on a minimap to show that there is some area you can explore. And for the first two stages, this is done in circles, and now I'm kind of adding more possibilities to that, so that we can have a rectangular-based icon, basically, or sprite. because the third stage of the game uses a different level generation with rectangle-based chunks. Your hangover from yesterday, Christmas party and all. Another one? How was your Christmas party? Or was it yesterday? I thought it was Tuesday, right? Super nice. The office survived the flaming drinks. Yeah, now that triggered me. Here it's still burning. Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't come to Vienna on this day, so would have been awesome to join your party.
How about you over here? You feel good? How about you over here? Everybody in the back. You guys ready to fucking shake some shit with me tonight?
Rendering those sprites in the game.
The song is called Rose Red.
What I'm using, I have no idea because I didn't write that. I didn't write that. But we're losing losing. No, we are using a lot of procedural image stuff.
Excuse me, oh pardon me, I'm still sticky on the inside. There comes a time when all I do is sit around and contemplation and curse my situation. I'm just too poor for normal news.
Wait, what just happened? Sprite. Not used at all? Interesting. Okay, yeah. I actually... So this should be the image. Is that something Unity? No, that's... hang on. I think that's something from the procedural UI image. That's something from the asset store. So we've been using that in a lot of projects. We'll Google that, yeah. So this should be our border. And now I want to have a sprite, border sprite for circle. I will just make it easy for now. So maybe there will be more in the future. So it's a minimap type, which is either circle or rectangle or something else later on. Minimap, sprite type. So that's circle. And chunk rect. Should be a rectangle. So we can add more types later on. And now we go here. And if it's circle, then we just assign.
Are you having a good time with us so far, my friends? Well, I tell you what, I want you all to make some noise for the rest of the guys in the band. You met Josh. You met Tooch.
Okay.
Give it up for Mr. Roy Maurice Mayorga on the drums.
Like this.
And the zigzag guy. Give it up
And
for fucking Chow on the bass.
now we need to define those sprites.
I don't know if you have this album. Anybody have an album called Come Whatever May? Would you like to hear some shit off of Come Whatever May? I got something just for you. Royo, give me two!
Okay. Yeah, the one with the typo is circle. And I'll probably just use this one here. And now I'll just check and see what happens. Okay. Something not set up, probably a lot of exceptions. Hello there. Oh yeah, of course, I totally forgot. I forgot to set up. Come on, where is it? Border. Here it is. Yeah, okay. Let's see. No. Why is this still circles? Shouldn't that? So I just regenerated the level basically. This is the chunk rect. So that works. Minimum chunk. Ah, okay. So maybe that's the modifier there. Or is it? Yeah. I guess it is. What? Only one edge? Okay. If that's a procedural image, we need to set the modifier type as well. Okay. So this is a procedural image. This is a circle. Modified type should be all right. How should I access those modifiers? Border explored. So actually, that adds a free modifier. I think we should set this up differently, and we should create both of those borders just right there in the prefab, and then just toggle them. That would be way easier. So so that's gonna be border explored circle. Okay. And rect this is gonna use, so this is going to use this one here, and just like this. Ah, okay. Uniform. Yeah. So actually this looks kind of nice. And here can just remove this. We don't need all of those. We just need it's a border circle. And here set active chunk minimap sprite type equals circle and border rect only if it's rectangle. Okay, now we go back. Okay. Circle is this one. Rect is this one here. So I'm not sure about scaling those, but we will see. Okay. So basically we have those in there. I'm not sure whether we want to still show them if we explore one of those chunks. I don't think so. So I go into the chunk. Let me quickly check how the scaling is done here.
You feel good out there? If you take a step towards me, you'll take my breath away. So I'll keep you close. In a single sense. No one else has ever loved me. No one else has ever tried. Never understood how much
Okay, it's
it takes.
it should be right here. It should be. Where's the chunk? I'm not sure. I'm actually thinking about like removing those markers or those borders if you discover a chunk. I mean, of course we could scale them accordingly. Actually, you've explored that territory and you have the structures in there already visible on the minimap, so there is no need to actually show that anymore. So let's try when we... Okay. Date current is current. What's actually done in there? Minimap. There is this animator here. Explore. Is explored. Is current. So there is oh yeah, that's so yeah, that's the animation there. All the tiny little details. Unexplored. Yeah, nothing to do here. Yeah. We could just, after this animation is done, we could just wait for this animator and when this is done, we just set them to false. So we just hide them. Let's see how this looks like. Wait, what? Oh, forgot. Of course, now they're gone. Because if that's the current one, then... Oh, and only then we should do it, because then it's gonna be explored. All right, okay. So I move into that one. Yeah, and it removes that. Moving here. Short animation. I think that's just fine. It's fine to remove them. Whoa, okay. No, power outage. Holy, okay. Alright. Okay, I think that's just fine. Okay. Let's see what's up next.
Reno, do you feel alive out there, baby? You know we couldn't leave without saying goodbye to you crazy motherfuckers, goddamn. One more time, make some noise for Black Map, who opened the fucking night. Give it up. Are you ready to fucking get it on a little bit more? You want some more?
Okay.
Hey, Trey. Oh shit.
So next up there is something we need to change for the warp screen basically. So at the moment, if you try to warp, you have to enter the pilot seat. And it's totally confusing. So is there a do we have a shortcut for that? I thought we had a shortcut for entering warp. Okay, we had. Warp to next level. Isn't there a... Ah, okay. Only in the editor. Press F to warp. Okay, but here... Okay, no, F is for opening the warp portal. And T is for teleporting. Okay. But you have to have warp somewhere in the level, which means, because my test scene does not have the warp, I'm gonna use another tile set for testing. Let's go back to this one, for example. Then if I now press T, something weird happens. So there, apparently there is warp stuff going on. But what? Yeah, I'm not sure if this works or if we start directly from the debug map. Somewhere here. Okay, let's do this again with, and we'll probably fix this along the way. So that one is valid. Map, okay, that's a content manager. So that means there's gotta be a null value somewhere in this map prototype. Testing. And we could also just try to not use world map testing here, but scrap graveyard. And see if it's working. Okay. Yeah, I should have joined the player first. Ah, damn it. So join in the player, press T for warp. Okay, let's go there. Okay, do it one more time, because the warp screen is only shown beginning from the second warp. So yeah, at the moment I just need to go here and go in there, and then the warp will continue. But what you actually want to do is, so pilot seat, don't know, somewhere here. You can actually read that code, by the way. That's, by the way, that's a nice Easter egg, because this is the actual code for the board computer. Okay. And for the upgrade screen, we have prepared something like this. So this here is actually what should then help us move on, because these things will just appear in the upgrade screen. And like in the start screen, you can just step onto them. And then you just move on. I have no idea how this is built in the start menu. I'll take a look at it and then probably just reuse the code for here. And there's one more thing. Is there a upgrade? What's it called? The warp screen. No, that's this one. Is there a way to launch directly into the upgrade? Or at least into the warp screen to make testing easier? Oh yeah. Yeah. A lot of exceptions. Not very good. Hey, Tato Miner, welcome to the stream. How's it going today? Okay, so let's take a look at the start screen. Start already button. So those are basically the buttons that we want to reuse. and refactor along the way. Whoa, thank you for following, Titan Miner. And as always, if someone follows this stream, we thank all the viewers that do this by just putting you right into the game. So thank you for following, Titan Miner. This is gonna stay in the game, or stay in the code. Just doing a little bit of cleanup here. Okay. That's the ready up button. How is this used here? Let's see. Okay. I'll just go along and refactor a little bit here as well. And then later on we're gonna really use that ready up button for the thing in the warp screen. Yeah, that should be serialized field, of course. Don't me just copy it all wrong. And we're gonna make this private. All of them. Okay. Whoa. So who of you is working on games this weekend? Oh, and by the way, because Title Miner followed before, Prepay has taken a little bit of damage, as you can see. I mean, Prepay still has a lot of HP left, but Prepay has taken some damage. Okay. Let's see, let's compile and then see that everyone just, or everything just breaks apart. Okay, UI game over is inaccessible. Wait, what? Pick ship. That doesn't sound right. Okay, I'm gonna just add a property here. For, what was it, UI game over. Now let's go in there, fix that. Okay. Should compile now. Okay, and I think we can just reuse those buttons here. And ready up buttons, because I think we just reuse those and okay. On start. Oh yeah, that's the animation where they just move through the floor, but we're not gonna use this. The rest we can use. Okay. So we have to... Oh, come on. It compiles. Yo! Shock the Man is here. How are you today? How's your Saturday? Is it a Saturday? Or is it an awesome Saturday? Doing good so far. Changing the tabletop world forever. What, cleaning your flat? What is it with you guys? Are you doing Sapphire Soul's job today? Is this the typical thing you would do on a Saturday? I have no idea, tell me. That's typical weekend stuff. That's why I don't do weekends. Okay. Pilot seat. Oh, it's called something with bridge. Ship spots bridge. Pilot seat. Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, and here it is. Those buttons. Wait, what, Chuck? The new Expanse season is out. Really? You saw the first episode already? Alright, sorry, I gotta end the stream. I have to go watch it. It's really good. Wishes are more stunning than ever. I'm so looking forward to seeing the new episodes. Really, I've been waiting for this. Whole season released at once. Okay. So this means this is going to be a bingey weekend. No, I'm actually not sure if I'm gonna really binge through that. Let's see. But it's really tempting. I know, because the last season I saw, it was... I started with the first episode of the season, and then really... I think I watched all of the episodes like in one session, or maybe two, but not more than that. Whoa, who's your favorite character? That's a tough one, Chuck. I would say Amos. I would say Amos. No, Sapphire Soul. I was waiting for that. Okay, so those buttons are... What is that? Okay. So... Start ready button. So let's find a way to reuse that. Okay, this one is there's a trigger on there. Okay. Well, this is very complicated actually. But we don't need all of those things, we just need slot hatch. Wait, what? Okay, that. Okay. Mesh renderer. Why is there a mesh renderer on the trigger? Yeah, I mean, this is the button. Pressed. Okay, this is all done with animations. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if I want to now really reuse that. There's just a lot of logic in that. And my lazy idea was just, oh, we can just go ahead and seal everything. Okay, I think we're gonna write our own code for that. It's probably better. Still want to check out the shipboard computer behavior is written on the shipboard computer itself. Is that Inception? When does the weird screwed expanded universe start, and how are you gonna cope with the endless flood of porn parodies? Well, that's why we keep postponing the release date, because we have no idea how to cope with that. That's the truth. asking important questions, yes. Okay, let's just use one of those. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make this a prefab. Warp ready button. By the way, who's gonna beat Prepay as the boss in the stream? Okay, so this is gonna be the warp ready button. And a warp ready button needs... It needs a trigger. Ah, it needs a recompile first! Oh no. So basically what we're gonna do is we add a trigger. If the character goes or steps onto the trigger, we'll do an animation that will just press the button. And then we'll have another animator just to make the button kind of appear, like, I don't know, move it up through the floor, something like that. And then we'll add custom logic to check whether we are ready to go to the next level. So, and or add more custom logic depending on the number of players. There should only be that amount of buttons on the floor, of course. So that's... Okay, so this is gonna be our warp ready button. Hang on a second. How is this built here? Trick detect the unit. Okay, that's basically the same what we can do here. We can just add a trigger here. This trigger is gonna be a sphere. Come on. Yep. Can be a bit bigger. And trick detector unit. Oh, also gonna apply this, edit it here. Untrigger on empty. Is there a difference between on empty and on exit? Yo, Droper is here. Welcome. Hello there. Long time no see. What's up? We're actually stepping on buttons today. So I'm currently working on those ready up buttons that we have in the start screen, but also we'll have this to warp to the next level. There'll be buttons on the floor, players step onto them, and then they confirm that they want to move on. How are you today, by the way? Nothing much. That can still sound relaxing. School and working with vertices, okay. So what are you working on? Is this game-related stuff? Or school stuff? Or is it a combination? Because you do game-related stuff for school? Ah, okay. So that's the difference. But it's more like learning. Learning is a good thing. The more you know. What you want to code? Vertex graphics. I want to try to make grass. So that sounds like shader stuff. What is it? What is that? Teleport other players. Is that a bad hack, maybe? Thank God I'm not using GLSL for it. Okay. What's so bad about that? Game Maker is its own separate but crappy version, but super easy to understand. Okay, so still doing this in Game Maker. Gmail is my magic code. Also you see Sharp, but you know it is fun to impress people with code magic. And it's only magic if no one actually understands what's going on. It's what I do all the time. There's some code there, I have no idea why this is working at all. Okay. Spaghetti. Yeah, you know, the real challenge is to actually produce a lot of spaghetti code without a visual scripting language. That's a real challenge. Also, have we fixed the problem with Parsec? Not yet. So the video stream in Parsec is still is working, but input is not working. But I haven't had the time to look into it in detail, so it's not fixed yet. There's a lot of other things I had to do during the week.
Oh, July is better off since April died. I can see September through the trees.
Okay.
I can't lie, there's more to know than what's inside. Maybe there's some reason in my memory, but all I know is
So there's gotta be a state that's called hidden. And the hidden already. Whoa. What just happened? Okay, sorry. Warp ready button. Hidden animation. I'm gonna add a graphics sub-object here. Put everything in graphics. Whoa, Drober just cheered. Thank you so much. And you see it goes straight into the coffee machine. Also, as we do on this stream, because you cheered, here is it. That's gonna stay in the code. Droper cheered 100 bits. Thank you so much. And you also damaged Preppy a little bit. So who's gonna be the new stream boss? Preppy was here yesterday and healed up the stream boss to 10k. Yeah, now I can claim ownership. Well, for that line at least, yes. You've made your mark. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to fight that. It's a lot of HP. What? Already 2? I think we should add the animator here. And we're ready here. Bit leader, okay. Yeah, so this resets in 1 day, but you're number 2, yes. No, Prepay cheered yesterday. But he's tough to beat, that's true. Okay. Hidden. So hidden basically means just like this. And then need to have it idle. And idle is basically just this. And then we have pressed. And pressed means well, actually we could do it. So that's the button, yes. Okay, we're just gonna pressed just means having this move probably here. Okay. And no need to loop them here. So let's see. It starts with hidden. Okay, we can just make this default. This is something added before. Then we make a transition here and say this. Okay, is pressed. No. Bool is idle, or actually is, yeah, let's call it is idle. So that's gonna be is idle if that's true, And we go here. And then if it is pressed, we go here. We could go back if it's not pressed. And that should actually do the trick. Drover got network errors. No, bad connection. Okay. So, the animator is right there. Oh, you fixed it. Okay, that's great. That's sad. This boolean is, how did I call that? Is idle actually. So that is something that's gonna be called from outside, from the manager of all those buttons. Also, we want trigger we only want to enable that trigger if it's really enabled. And there's more, because we need another transition here to go back, and I should probably add something to the idle animation that it really like moves out of the floor. So okay. Actually, I'm not. I'll call this is hidden and have it as hidden true, is hidden false, like this. That makes more sense.